Good morning. A few months ago, I went back home, as I do often nowadays, and but this round I arrived in Pescara Airport. That's my local airport. Late at night. My first train was at 5 o'clock in the morning, the day after. So I decided to try to sleep at the airport and spend the night there. Try to find a place where I could lie and sleep. There's not really, they're not trying to make life easier for anyone that wants to spend the night over there. And there was, except if you're comfortable to sleep on the floor, uh, the benches are built in a way where like you definitely, except you are a very short person, you won't be able to lie and rest if you're planning to sleep over. So I managed to find the the less uncomfortable one, and somehow I actually managed to have some sleep, and I even managed to have a dream. And the dream, for what I remember, I only remember one part, and even when I woke up, all I remember was actually just one scene. I was walking down in one of those garage or like parking car parkings, underground car parkings, and on my way down, there are four people that are about to come out of it. In the dream, I know to be Romanians, and I woke up. I woke up with just this scene of those four people and the fact that I know that they are Romanians. So I woke up, I look around, and in front of me I have the display with all the flights, departure and arrival, and I noticed that the first flight in the morning it's to Romania in Bucharest, and obviously I was already puzzled from that, but it's not the first time, and I just kind of like not dismiss it, but you know I didn't give it much weight. So I go to the bathroom, and while in the bathroom, I kind of like don't know why I decided to check my Instagram, and I see that there is a message, and a message from another barista, someone that organized a coffee cupping event that same week, and he was thanking me for join and participate. The thing is that I noticed the name. So when we met at the day, in that day, I didn't know what was her name, even if it looked like she knew me, but I couldn't remember her and her name. But when I see the message on Instagram, and I obviously go into her profile, I see that the name was familiar. I didn't know why it felt familiar, but I had like a thought, because it's like is that name sounds like a country that I had just a dream about, and that it's connected to the flight in the morning, and going to check where she come from. Turns out that she was Romanian. Now, when those things happens, they always have a deeper meaning for me. Can be that just that my energy are the right level, and that I'm aligning with whatever good is going on. So it's kind of like a sign that it's just like a positive sign, and just like a green light, like to say, yeah, you can go, you're doing well, yeah, like you go, you can pass. Other times has a meanings, like pieces of puzzles that connect to each other, and sometimes I understand them immediately, and sometimes it takes some time before I can connect the dots, and sometimes I cannot. Sometimes there is seems like there is nothing hidden. There is nothing to connect the dots. It's just sometimes it's just like just a message saying that yeah, my energy, I'm aligned, and my energy are strong enough. So that's why this is happening, and I think it was this time was the case. So I was already kind of like happy for what happened, and there was no way for me to go back to sleep. So it was kind of like, I think, 1 o'clock in the morning probably. So I decided to just make my way to the station that from the airport is like an hour. So start to walk, and kind of like need desperately a coffee. So I had like plenty of time to get the train. So start to search for a coffee shop that would be open like 1 o'clock in the morning. Really hard to find them. Sometime in Italy, we something that is probably in the last 10 years. I don't remember have a have been before when I was a kid, but like some cafe open 24 hours. I don't know how they can survive or make money, but there are some. So I was looking for some of them. And I couldn't find it. Kind of like the only places open were like kebabs, those kind of shops, but they did not make coffee. I end up I come across this pub that now already 2:30 in the morning was still open with live music, and I get inside, and there was, I would say, a fresh air in the polluted system we live in. It was a pub that already been there before, but never with live music, and never like at that time of the morning on my trip back home. And it was one of those places I used to hang out when I was a younger, like alternative with a lot of interesting people, and like one of those places that those days it's very rare to find. When I was younger, there were much more. Because there was more compared to now. There was more young engaged in politics, and so kind of like really was a jump back, like going back in the past to that time. So I really like it was a nice surprise. So I ended up staying there, enjoying the live music that at that point of the night it was just people getting on stage and singing whatever. I don't know. I loved it. I found it wonderful, and the kind of people felt really kind of like my crowd. So it was nice. Even if I didn't know any of them, I felt connected. So I spent, there few hours until the time to get my train and then got back home. Um, those is what it's called synchronicities. Carl Jung created this name. I'm sure there were many more before him or at the same time of him, but history, for some reason, he is the one that have been decided to be mentioned as the founder of this name due to his research and discoveries at this time about the fact that there is something more than what we see. And he was a very well-known psychotherapist or psychiatrist, but he came to the point to realize that our body is not just our mind. There is something invisible that is more important than anything else. That there is something that connects all of us. He called it a lake of consciousness, and our thoughts, or what we call our thoughts, is actually our connection to one of those consciousness. And he noticed that there would be situational events where there would be happenings that they would not have a reason to be related or to happen, but that they had a meaning. And that's from that. That's what people would call it. Most of the people call coincidences, but I call it synchronicity because it was something that it was synchronized in a way that could not be explained, but that had a meaning. And that's what I understood in this journey. So it was nice. Just wanted to share it, and just waiting for new synchronicities that happens every day. What to leave just with saying this: more you notice them, and more are going to show up. Have a good day.